Alright.
And we're back. The moment
of truth.
I know Sean's been waiting for the
MG42. Alright.
And Sean, like I know you're really excited about it, so let's just have you ask me some questions. I'll try my best to explain what it is.
But that's a lot to ask. Okay.
And then if you guys have questions later,
I'm just more starstruck. Okay, let's just go over it. Instead of just me asking questions, let's just go over the gun from back to front, every detail, because otherwise it's going to be just too much. Starting from the back.
Alright, well, first off we have the regular fishtail stock. Really easy to do, like what I like to do with it, pretty much when I'm posted up somewhere. Like first, what I do is get my sights up.
The first flip sights, I don't know, I'm just
Flip
saying.
sights are good, but pretty much when I hold it, I hold like that, usually put my hand, because that's pretty much how I've seen all the pictures of all the German soldiers holding it. So then when I do that, it fits in there perfectly, it's actually very comfortable, and really a fun gun to fire.
Okay. And then this is stamped steel as well.
Yes, this one's all also pretty much just like the real one, all stamped out.
Okay.
Originally, this is the MG42 made by Ultima, which, as the story goes from the website, they made the first production run of 100 MG42s. The way they got the MG42, they took the old classic Airsoft, which was the old gas power ones, really similar to, not really similar at all, like to a Polish Star, but same type of concept. We used the CO2 gas to actually fire the gun. So they actually took those old school Airsoft guns, which were made around the 80s or so, and sacrificed them.
I wasn't even born yet then.
I know, freaking youngins over here. But pretty much to make a CNC gearbox, which they custom made, a nice thick aluminum that shouldn't really break on me, and it hasn't so far. Even though the gun normally shoots around 450, that's what I have it usually set at.
Okay, so unlike the M240, and I guess the motor not being in the grip, correct? Explain how this one is.
This one is pretty much, it's its own gearbox design. Pretty much, when I was trying to upgrade it, I was going through trying to figure out what they use, because they use version 2 parts, they use a version 3 cylinder head. It actually uses an AUG hop-up, like from the Cyrog, which is actually really weird, but still works.
And the purpose of this is just to latch it open, correct?
Exactly, this is like the same one like the real one, you just push it forward. Like on the real one, you would open it up, put your bullets in, do it on, close it down. On the other side, I don't know if the video, oh here, yell at me, this is, there we go. My lunchbox. And then pretty much, this is the charging out for it, you load your rounds in there, pull it back, push it forward, and you're good to go again.
And start going toward the front. Explain the sights.
Sights are actually pretty, it's a regular style slide sight, just like a Carn 88, the SUG44, and the AKs. Pretty much go for a higher elevation, go down like that, and you're good to go. And then also, the reason for the sights to fold down, because once you fold them down, there's a spot right here where you actually get a big AA sight, which is pretty much like they have on the airplanes. You lock that sight in, raise up your rear sight, and this would actually be mounted on a tripod that is actually puts the gun about shoulder height, so you can actually aim up and shoot down airplanes.
So technically speaking, if you were handing this and just shooting, you were shooting an airplane equivalent.
Exactly, like they use these as a can to just put more fire on the airplanes.
If you're building a juggernaut loadout, is my point, I would use this.
Oh yeah, that'd be fun to use. Also, the thing too, the MG42 was used in a lot of things, like on the old Tiger tanks, the Panthers, the Panzer IVs. Pretty much a lot of their hole-mounted machine guns were usually MG42s. Even the ones on their cupolas were MG42s.
And so then we have this mount, or explain what this piece is, please.
Pretty much all this is right here is just a lock similar to the AKs, where it'll just keep it from spinning. That's it.
And then as well the mechanism to take out the barrel if you're doing the real gun.
On the Airsoft one, you can't remove the barrel because, of course, it has a hop-up unit and everything right here, so we can't pull it out. But on the real one, what you would do after you're firing, like you would just open this up, right there, pop it out, the whole barrel would come out. You would slide out the barrel, put it aside, get a new barrel, because usually when you change them, it's because the barrel got warped from firing too much or too hot to actually be useful anymore. So you just throw in a new one, lock into place, close it up, and continue to fire again. That's really what made the MG42 a really devastating weapon, was just because unlike the machine guns of its time, like the Vickers, the British machine guns, and even the French ones and the American ones too, the barrels were always harder to swap out on those. MG42 made it nice, simpler, and modular. Pretty much this was the quick detach of its day. And it made it so it had the MG42, or as the US soldiers used to always know it as Hitler's buzzsaw, would always, because of its such a high rate of fire, it made its own pretty much sound. And you couldn't actually pick up individual bullets being fired like you could on the other machine guns. So it was a really effective weapon.
And one of the unique features I found was explain the bipod and what this, just so they could get a concept of it, what this screw is for.
Like hold the gun, look all cool. Like pretty much what the screw is for right here, when you screw it in, the bipod actually pulls itself in, which, as you can tell from the video, as you unscrew it out, it's pretty much to give you, like when you have the gun mounted and you gotta get a little bit lower, like just because you want to be the lowest to your cover as possible, you just adjust the bipod down. And if you need a little more, you just adjust it the other way and actually raises the bipod up so you can have it nice and higher.
It's similar, just, well, hold on, I'll leave it in there so they can see it, to the M240s where it folds in.
Folds in and locks.
Juggernaut. Actually, no, I'm just gonna hip it.
And actually, if you really want to juggernaut it, what you do, take out the bipod and just hold it out like that.
Nice. And then, just so we can leave them with something so they know how to load the gun, show them how to do that.
Pretty much the loading is pretty easy. If you all played Nazi Zombies, Call of Duty, you would know that actually that guy's
Battlefield. Go ahead.
Good Battlefield fan over here doesn't know good zombie game any season.
No, zombies are good.
I was gonna say it again, They all come. They come for us. Not even worried.
Have a zombie plan. Is the gist of it.
Just have a plan for any type of emergency.
Yes.
Because if you can survive a zombie apocalypse, you can survive any disaster.
Yeah.
But as going back to the MG42, the reason why we're here today, pretty much, it has a little latch that you hook on. Just hook it in, and good to go.
And so the Airsoft one holds 3,000?
It holds 3,000 babies.
And the real one?
The real one holds 100. And like the coolest features I have with this gun, the gearbox is custom, of course, it had to be custom made in order to fit into the gun. But not only that, but I went through and put all top-notch parts into it. Like it has the Systema high torque motor, which was pre-painted, as everyone knows. Full reinforced super torque up Systema gears, which they're pretty much a step below the unbreakable System, which you can't even get anymore. But pretty much, and these are all old school parts because I've had this gun for
a very long time.
I would say about 10 years now, actually. And actually, the company Ultimate, they did a re-release of them. They released 100 more MG42s. I've seen them online. I've been playing in Southern California mostly, and in all my time, I've only seen 2 other MG42s, and those are both the classic Airsoft guns, the Showies. And pretty much actually what's kind of cool, you can't really see in the video right now, but right under here is actually a Showie trademark.
So for the gist of it, it
was a gas gun, and they made a custom gearbox and turned it into an electric gun, which is awesome because I don't really like the gas guns too much.
And it is individually serial numbered, so long story short,
Full trademarks?
there's about 200 made, and Sparky is a true collector, which I believe is apparently obvious.
I am the proud owner of it, actually.
And you paid $3,000?
Don't ask how much I paid. That's just.
But that's how you know you're
Dude,
a collector.
look at this guy has no class.
I
As
don't-
as how much you pay for it. But yeah, it cost me a bit. I
Was it
worked
worth
in-
it? Is the point.
Oh yeah, I've been using
Okay.
it for like 10 years now. Like whenever I get a chance to play, and
And if you guys
Just
check out
let
the
me
team
know.
page, you will see this as well as among as many of our custom guns, and hopefully get ideas from this and just give us more ideas and see more stuff like.
if you want to know more
this.
stuff, like you have a question on something, just hit us up. You know?
And if anything, if we missed anything, jump on and start a discussion. It's up to you guys. You're the viewers, and we're
Do
doing
it.
please. All right. So as always,
And Sparky here,
play hard, play safe, and we're out.
have fun with it.